Well, thank you. For our country's and people's transformation from where we are to another level where we want to be, a number of things have to come into play. Even if when you talk about leadership, you are leading people to do something. So leadership is as important as the people led. In other words, I want to bring these people we're talking about to the forefront. What do we do with these people? How do we invest in them, and how do we invest with them so that they are part and parcel of any effort that we put forward through different policy frameworks that we create and think that are going to work, or even with this leadership that we want to call upon to bring about results. But let me also thank the people who have been behind these efforts to create this platform, which brings together almost all of the stakeholders in this, which is governments, business leaders, and others that can play that role for us to be able to move forward. Now, you've talked about bringing the rest of the world to Africa. That is very important, and we bring the rest of the world to Africa in different ways, but we are looking at investments in different areas that we enable that transformation of our continent to happen. And one major and critical entry point is the agriculture that we are talking about today, for which you have different frameworks and efforts that have been going on, whether through CAADP and now Grow Africa, that really reinforces it in a special way and that brings in the kinds of investments that we seek to have, again, to move forward. Now, there are a number of players that have to play a critical role. Government and donors, or development partners, have their own way of making available the resources necessary. That's good. Donor government money is good. Private sector money is better. When these two come together, it's excellent. So we have to continue to work together, therefore, to make sure that these resources are found and they are brought to bear on the programs and the different policy frameworks that have been put in place for us to be able to move forward. And as we realized, the best entry point for the transformation of Africa to fight poverty and create wealth is through agriculture, because of the impact it has directly on millions of African families and people. Directly. You can see it. If everything is done right, you see the benefit in a very short time. And that's what has happened with the success stories you have had in the different countries of Africa, in Tanzania, in Ethiopia, in many other places beginning to show that this can happen. So with improved lives through these activities and through agriculture mainly, and empowering so many people across the continent, I think there is no better way of weaning our people off aid so that they can be self-sufficient in many ways, whether you talk about food security, it's about nutrition, it's more about wealth creation. It empowers people to the point that they don't have to be dependent all the time. You can be dependent for some time, but not forever on the rest of the world.